Well, people in one Dane County community are calling for change when it comes to a stretch of road that was prone to car wrecks. In a special call for action report, Leah Linscheid talked to those neighbors who say that it's a matter of life or death.
It was about 11 o'clock at night.
The time it takes to drive this stretch of road.
I was actually working in my workshop when she came walking up.
Old Military Road off Mineral Point in the town of Cross Plains. Considered a shortcut for some, short on time.
You can see where all the cars go off the road right there, and her car was upside down out there.
The number of times neighbor Dale Lumen has seen people take that stretch too fast, it's too high to count. He tells us the story of a 16-year-old who missed the curve one wet night 2 years ago.
She was soaking wet because she had to crawl out the passenger window. What does it take? Does someone have to die for it to change? And apparently that is so.
Fast forward to May of this year, when that same stretch of road made headlines. A 22-year-old man killed while taking the corner in his SUV. It was the first fatal in several wrecks over the past few years. 8 reported in the last 5 years on this map compiled by the Wisconsin DOT. Dale says dozens more go unreported.
Every Friday, every Saturday, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when there will be an accident and how bad.
Years ago, Dale approached the town of Cross Plains to deal with the problem.
We actually went to the meeting, and I stood up and asked about getting the speed limit changed or if we could do something. And I got a lot of nods, and they kind of placated me, but no real action ever happened.
Until Dale called for action.
This summer, we got a note, I guess from you, from News 3, that from a constituent that had raised the issue and was concerned about the safety of Old Military.
Our Call for Action volunteers talked with board members and got the topic on a recent town hall meeting. Supervisors then pulled crash data from the highway department to study the issue.
It's about 2 accidents a year over the last 20 years, and all of them, when you look at the crash data, have said you're not negotiating the curve. You know, you're taking it too fast, you're driving too fast for conditions.
Fast forward a month and a half, and now new signs are on the way to that curve.
More signage, bigger signage, higher visibility signage. We'll lower it down to 20 as another way to keep reinforcing you really need to treat this curve with a little more respect and slow down more.
A slowdown, instead of saving a few minutes, that Dale hopes could save a life.
We just can't let anyone else die on this. It's just, you got to put people first.
Leah Linscheid for News 3 Now.
If you have a consumer issue you need to have solved, contact our Call for Action volunteers. You can fill out the complaint form on our channel3000.com/call for action.